Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And give this video a thumbs up. 90-day Fiancé. Before the 90 Days couple Vanja Grbic and Božo Vrdoljak storyline in Season 7 didn't have a great start on Episode 9. Vanja is a 41-year-old woman from Orlando, Florida. She is multi-talented and does 4 jobs. Vanja is a professional belly dancer. She is a permanent makeup artist, a vegan baker, and a medical sales rep. Vanja is originally from Bosnia. Vanja has painful memories of surviving on boiled flour and onions while air raids were happening and bombs were dropping everywhere. Vanja managed to change her life for the better as she grew up. Vanja was engaged to a man she thought she would spend the rest of her life with 11 years ago. However, they started having arguments, and she couldn't figure out what was going on until Vanja walked in on her partner making out with a different woman on a couch. It may have been like a scene from a movie playing in slow motion for 90-day Fiancé star Vanja, but she needed years to bounce back from the shock of knowing her husband-to-be was leading a double life. Vanja is originally from Bosnia in Eastern Europe. 8 months before filming Before the 90 Days, Vanja took a solo trip back home to reconnect with her culture, her country, and her people to get her groove back after her broken engagement. Vanja went to Serbia, Bosnia, Slovenia, and Croatia. She went to a lot of different cities that she'd never been to before and ended up in Split. While she had to spend a night in the city, she was bored and was swiping through a daring app when she saw a man she described as absolute perfection. Vanja introduced Božo by saying he was a very successful basketball player. She said she had never dated any athlete before and Božo was very hot, like really hot. Božo had a six-pack that Vanja wanted to wash some laundry on. It was an immediate right swipe, but Božo didn't respond until she had already left the city. It was time for her to go back home from her solo trip, but Božo and she had started talking, and it continued over time. She felt butterflies in her belly every time she received a message from Božo. Vanja knew that Božo could hurt her in person as he had done so once in the past. Vanja was planning her trip to Croatia a few months into the relationship. However, she suddenly realized Božo was acting a little strangely. He was not picking up the phone and not being as communicative. He finally called Vanja to inform her he wasn't going to see her anymore. "I'm seeing somebody here, sorry," Božo said. However, a couple of months passed when Božo told Vanja he was no longer with the other woman and wanted to work on his feelings for Vanja. Vanja and Božo were talking all the time. She liked that he had an interesting sense of humor and made her laugh. She was flying to Croatia to meet Božo for the first time in real life. She was excited to know where their relationship would go once they were together in real life. 90-day Fiancé's Božo lived with his mom and aunt. He called himself an old rusty Cadillac. Božo's aunt and mother were a religious pair, praying for him to find a new girlfriend and move out. His mom wished for Božo to have a partner that would complete him. He said his mom would probably be thrilled about Vanja, but she didn't know that Vanja existed. He thought his mother would get his hopes up and push him to marry Vanja. While he envisioned a future with Vanja, he imagined his mom would put pressure on him and start planning the wedding. He only told his mom about his new romance a day before Vanja was about to arrive in Split. "I don't want my mom to get hopes up, and it's all for nothing," he added. He said that his mother would tell Vanja some things that he wasn't ready to deal with. Meanwhile, Božo did tell his mom that he was going to be meeting Vanja in Croatia while she spent 3 weeks there. As expected, his mom's first reaction was thank God. She wished for Vanja to help Božo find himself. She asked Božo if Vanja knew that he didn't have a job. "She doesn't. I told her I play basketball," he admitted. Božo's mom mentioned that he couldn't make a living through basketball because it was more of a recreational thing. Božo didn't think he needed to tell Vanja that. Božo had been replaced by better, taller players in his team. He made her feel special by gifting her a live plant upon receiving her at the airport. Instead of going to her apartment for her check-in, Božo took her to a cooking class on a date, via ET, while introducing themselves to the other couples who were making saparnik. Someone asked them if they were official or something in between. Božo told them that he and Vanja were just nice friends. Vanja was hurt by Božo's declaration and said, "No, we're not."